A very good Friday morning to everyone out there across the Wobbles community and beyond. Landon here in the driver's seat, bringing you your latest weather forecast, courtesy of On Target. Folks, let's jump right into it. We've got some great news here. On the horizon, we're about 24 to 48 hours away from our first real taste of fall, and we are here for it, right? Getting a look out there early this morning, we have got an area of high pressure to our north. It's going to keep a northerly wind component around for us today. That is the good news. Now, we do have a more invigorating cold front arriving here out of the north and west. It's not going to be arriving here until Saturday evening into Sunday morning. This is going to be bringing another reinforcing jolt of cooler, less humid air. It's going to be coming in here out of the north yet again. We will take all that we can get, all right? We still got a little bit of cloud cover meandering around here. You can see it right across the Wobbles community here in southern Kentucky. Got some fog developing as well, so please be aware of that if you are in the fog-prone locations. Let's get it kicked off, shall we? Morgantown Skycam, beautiful sunrise coming up over the new Morgantown Bank and Trust building. Firehouse Pizza there, looking off the eastern sky. Beautiful start to what's going to be somewhat of a sensible weather day. We're going to be keeping highs this afternoon right around the mid, maybe the upper 80s with a little bit of cloud cover meandering around. We're looking at conditions very similar to yesterday. And again, with what we've been dealing with, we will take all that we can get. A little bit further down to the south, the cloud deck's cleared out. Gold City, 6th and Ben Builder Skycam showing crystal clear skies and a beautiful sunrise down in that direction as well. Let's get right into it. Temperatures and dew points, the lower 60s. A nice change. We had those temperatures near 70 degrees this time yesterday, but we're going to continue to see the winds. It's going to be gusting in here out of the north. That is the good news. And with a little bit of cloud cover meandering around here this morning, going to feel quite nice in the great outdoors. Looks like we might get a little bit more sunshine in here as we work throughout the day. But again, nothing to complain about, all right? Let's jump over here and let's talk about what's going to be unfolding both in the near and long-term weather forecast, all right? Here we have the setup. You will note high pressure right here to our north, but we got this area of low pressure that's digging a trough down in the mid and upper levels that's coming over here and it's going to break this upper ridge down and kick it back over the desert southwest, and that's going to allow a cold front to approach from the north and west direction. Here we are working throughout today. Here we are getting into Saturday. Then we work into Saturday evening into Sunday morning, and you will know where the surface setup is located here. You can see we're going to have the cold front right up here. Well, if we can get this to participate with us, we'll be right here on it. But we got low pressure right here to our north, and as we work into Saturday afternoon and then on into Saturday evening, that's where we're going to have the cold front driving in here. High pressure to our north and west is going to reinforce that northerly flow, and we are going to be sitting here with open arms waiting for the more tolerable air mass to arrive. Let's talk about what's going to unfold out ahead of that cold front. We work throughout today. Again, folks, it's going to be kind of like yesterday. We're going to have moments of clear skies and sunshine like what we were just looking at on the Sexton Ben Bidders cam down in Simpson County. Then we're going to have some meandering cloud cover that's going to be working through here like the Morgantown sky cam was showing. It's all upon where you are located at across the region. So meandering partly to mostly sunny skies throughout the day. Not going to be too shabby whatsoever. It's going to be more of the same throughout our Saturday, especially right along and ahead of that approaching cold front where we'll have some moisture that tries to kick up right along the boundary before it moves through here. Rain chances coming along with that. They're going to be few and far between, but they will be present out there. You will note as we work into our Saturday time frame, here we are looking at sunrise on Saturday, and then we get into the afternoon and evening, and we have these sporadic meandering little shower blips that are popping up here. Again, folks, it's nothing to shake a stick at. Might get a few air mass pop-up showers, maybe a stray storm, but again, we don't have the parameters present to create much of a fuss about anything in that regard. Vast majority of us should be staying bone dry coming along with that. Now, the big weather story that's going to be coming along with that cold front is not just the alterations in the air mass in regards to our temperature profiles, but more importantly, our dew point and humidity profiles, all right? Here we are working throughout today. You'll note it's not going to be too bad. We're going to keep dew points right around the low and mid 60s. But as we work into our Saturday, along and ahead of that passing front, we're going to get dew points creeping up to right around the 70-degree mark. Highs going to be rising up to right around the 90-degree threshold throughout our Saturday. Going to be hot and a little bit muggy both today and tomorrow. But all eyes are to our north and west where the drier air mass is arriving right along and behind that cold front. Here we are looking at mid-morning on Sunday, going to have dew points down to the low and mid-60s, and then by Sunday evening, we should be firmly located down to the 50s in the dew point department. And then you can see, folks, we're going to take you throughout the vast majority of next week, and this is exactly what we want to see. Look at the dry air just continuing to reside across the region. By Monday afternoon, dew points down into the mid and upper 40s. New phone, who dis, right? Far cry from what we've been experiencing. Upper 40s, lower 50s continue all the way through Tuesday, Wednesday. Here we are looking at Thursday, on into Friday, kicking off the start of the long Labor Day weekend. It looks to remain comfortable all the way through our Saturday, Sunday, even into Labor Day. We got dew points down between the upper 30s and lower 40s. So again, folks, we can settle in here. Might want to pull out a little bit of that fall wardrobe. We could have some chilly mornings with readings down between the low and mid 50s. And looking at the afternoon hours of pretty much all of next week, we're going to be looking at highs hitting the mid and upper 70s. Bring it on. We can take all that we can get, all right? In regards to what we are expecting in regards to the short-term weather forecast, it's not much in regards to the storm threat. We did just showcase whenever the cold front passes, a few air mass showers and storms will be out there. Generalized thunderstorm risk, maybe a few storms pop off, but again, I'm not expecting that to occur with the vast majority remaining bone dry. Hurricane season continues to churn and burn as we roll into the peak of the season. You got numerous disturbances. The National Hurricane Center is watching out off into the Atlantic. Obviously, be keeping close eyes on that. One problem coming with our lower humidity and lower temperatures is an extremely dry forecast. We have zilch or up to a couple thousandths of an inch of rainfall in the forecast over the next 7 to 8 days. That is not ideal given the latest drought monitor that was released early yesterday. You can see some of the drought conditions creeping in here across Barron County, creeping up into the southwestern side of Logan County as well. Over the course of the next week, folks, unfortunately, with a lack of rain chances, this looks only to expand more and more across the region, all right? Your full 6-day weather forecast breakdown for today and tomorrow. Highs right around the 90-degree mark, but a little bit lower humidity, partly cloudy, partly sunny skies. It's going to be still quite nice in comparison to what we've been having to experience. And then the bottom drops out. Mid-80s on Sunday with dew points falling as the day wears on. Monday, many of us won't be escaping the 70s for highs. Dew points down, firmly located into the 50s. That's pretty much going to be the same song and dance throughout your Tuesday, Wednesday, even though you can't see it in the extended outlook. Thursday, Friday, on into Labor Day weekend as well. Friends, that's going to wrap up your Friday morning weather and night forecast presented by On Target.